everyone, it's Meteorologist Jim Caldwell here at WKYT. I am in the WKYT Alert Center right now. So far, we've had a pretty active day with showers and thunderstorms, and I don't think we're finished with them just yet. Some of you are still seeing rain, and we'll track that in a minute, but we are tracking rounds of showers and thunderstorms into the weekend, and a real possibility of a significant severe weather threat. Now, does that translate into us right here in Lexington and surrounding areas getting in on it? That is a little early to make a call on that, but we're getting closer and we're seeing the data come in. And I do feel very strongly that some decent thunderstorms will develop on Sunday. Let's look outside right now and what we have out there. Cloud cover, and that's about the extent of it here in the Lexington area right now. We're not tracking much in the way of thunderstorms. Now, a lot of that has moved out of our area. So as we start looking ahead and going into the evening hours, you're going to see more showers and storms develop. See, this has been the mess that's been with us for a while here. See, these thunderstorms still kind of loud out there in northern parts of Morgan County over into Rowan County, and then you've got a good little strong thunderstorm there in McCrary into Whitley County, and that's about the extent of what we have right at this moment as far as thunderstorms are concerned. You see this teeny tiny little green dot that just popped up right there? I expect more to develop. More of those that will feed in. So here in Lexington, we've been dry for a while. Most of that rain has now slipped over into Frenchburg, and I'm not seeing quite as much lightning out of this either. You've got some around Stanton as well, so right along Mountain Parkway. Mount Vernon, you are loaded up with some of that heavier rain, and then all along 75 from Mount Vernon down to London and really even beyond. Getting down there to the Laurel Lake exit, you're tracking some of that. Speaking of lakes, I'm out toward Lake Cumberland now, and the rain has started to lighten up finally. It's been a very gusty morning so far for most of you down there. If you know anybody that's been on the lake, it's been a rough one to be out there, and I'm afraid it's going to be a really rough one as we get into this weekend. And I think a lot more people are going to try to converge on our lakes as they do for Memorial Day weekend. It's almost a rite of passage, you know. You get to Memorial Day weekend, you bring out the boat if you've got one, or you go rent one, or you do what you do. Here's the bigger picture. I think some more storms will develop here. I'm getting more development right there. They're kind of flaring out a little bit just outside of Paducah, so that is coming. There's still a marginal risk of severe weather posted, which is a low-end risk, but it's a risk. That means there's an elevated chance. So watch the showers that are out there now. They'll kind of fade away. We'll warm up a little bit, and then more thunderstorms are generated and develop and then try to move in here. Look at this, how it blows up. So this is part of the reason why there's still at least a marginal risk of severe weather out, because you have that kind of coverage. And you keep going into the nighttime, and finally it settles down. I think we wake up to some morning fog on Friday. It could be locally dense. Now let me get you into Friday in the afternoon and evening hours. Notice showers, thunderstorms are out there. They really come at us late in the day, so you still get another round. Saturday is not going to be one loaded with moisture, but as you see, there's still plenty of showers out there making their way into the area. All right, now here's what I've had to wait to try to get to talk about for you. I'm going to spend just a little bit of time on it. Sunday through Monday morning, and most of this is going to happen on Sunday. It's a severe weather threat. It's a higher end severe weather threat from this far out, okay, as we're looking at it. What I'm thinking is, as this low starts to track toward us and drags that cold front into the Ohio Valley, severe thunderstorms are going to be possible. Okay, that's one thing. Well, the right dynamics to support winds in excess of about 70 miles per hour, I'm talking straight line winds, large hail, and a few tornadoes. And when I say that, I'm not saying a few right here in a cluster in Lexington and surrounding areas. I'm saying within that zone, there could be a few, maybe more than a few, but there's at least a few that could develop, touch down, and be confirmed. That's the kind of setup that we are in with the Sunday forecast. Now, I'm going to show you the first alert weather day information. This is going to go through early in the day on Sunday through Sunday night. That's the peak time for it right now. And we might have to adjust that depending on how much it changes as far as the speeding up or the slowing down process happens. You're going to get some waves of thunderstorms. It could be severe. Damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes. All are there. Watch this play out. So the problem with trying to run some of these long-range models like this, they don't have the highest resolution at this point for that far out. So you're not going to see embedded convective bands. We have to get a little closer before we start seeing that with some of the short range models. But what I can see, and with other data other than just what I'm showing here in precipitation, because I don't try to confuse you with all the other nastiness that we look at and all the numbers and all this, I just try to show you what you're familiar with. That plows into the area, sparks a severe weather chance, it's windy and it's wet. So there could be that flooding risk as well. So here's what to do. If you're watching this on Facebook, you're watching this on YouTube, you have plans. Maybe you got a cookout. Maybe you're going camping. This is a big weekend for camping. I tried to go camping myself. I had a few months ago, before anything like this was even on our radar, I tried to get some camping spots with my RV, and I couldn't because it's booked, and I knew that. That's the nature of the beast. This is a big camping weekend. It's a big lake weekend. Have a plan, because if you're out there on the campground and you're just in your RV or just in a tent, it could get dangerous in a hurry on Sunday. Same thing if you're out on the water. I mean, you're right out there in the wide open. Lightning is attracted to height more than it is. It's not attracted to water. Don't ever let anybody lie to you and tell you that. It's not attracted to metal, for that matter. It's attracted to height. But if you're out there on the water, you're on a boat, you're above a flat. Think of it like that. So you become the tallest object around, so there's a little more attention from lightning to you. So that's why there's so many strikes on boats and situations like that. So have a plan. Have your radio, weather radio if you've got one. They've got portable ones that are fantastic. And then have your phone and download the WKYT. And I'm not just saying this to plug our weather app. Download our weather app, because we got radar. We have active warnings that we can turn on for you. Well, you can turn them on and have whichever county you want. And it'll alert you, okay? Because sometimes the special one that we're all supposed to get with the alerts, they don't come through. I don't know why, but they don't. That the government are supposed to do, but they don't. So now, with our alerts, you can turn them on, and you might need them on Sunday. That's just me being straight up honest with you, because it could be a rough day, and a lot of people are going to be out of pocket. All right, we're going to be back on television in about 18 minutes for WKYT News at noon. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you next time.